Good afternoon, YouTube. It's Nikki Loves Locks. This is video 3, my third ever YouTube video, and it's going to be my first actual unboxing. I have not seen this item out with the dust bag. It's from a brand that is absolutely trending hard in 2024. I would say it's definitely one of my most loved brands in 2024. However, I will say I've been a fan for a good few years. And the reason I've been a fan for a good few years is because one, the price point is great. The quality is amazing. And I just love the items. They are not afraid to have a bit of fun. But this is one of the hottest items of 2024. Now, I'm going to start you all straight away and just say it's not the massive version. And the reason it's not the massive version is because I'm not even 5 foot tall. I would look like a wee girl holding her dad's bag if I was carrying that massive thing. I would be big time resembling one of the Olsen twins, circa 19, whatever it was, or 2000, whatever it was. I always forget what decade the Olsen twins were about in, but you remember with their really beat up bags when they were like super lollipop skinny as youngsters. I mean, they're still really trim now, but I would definitely be resembling one of those guys back in those days. Obviously, I talk about the Olsen twins. It's definitely something that could be seen as maybe a rival to the role, especially the Margot bag, which is still a hot ticket item. Never seen one in the flesh. Price wise, it's way too much for me. It's not something that I can pay or I'd be comfortable paying, so it's just a hard no from me. Doesn't mean I don't love it, but it's just you've got to be willing to pay what you're okay paying, and that's it. Although I do like it, I think it's a beautiful item. So anyway, onwards with this. It's not in the box because I've got arthritis and it would take me about 3 days to open the box as well, and there's no way you'd be sitting watching me open a cardboard box, ending up having to run down the stairs, get a pair of scissors, shout for hubby if I couldn't get it open, etc, etc. So let's go and we'll start off with this. So what I'll say is Coach have not changed their dust bags in about a million years. They're still kind of satiny. Don't know if they feel as good as they did before, but anyway, I'm going to move this down slightly so you go up a wee bit, just so you can see this item better when I take it out of the box. So voila, we have this absolutely gorgeous bag. So what do we know about it? We know it's in this beautiful colour. It's like a burgundy colour, I would say. I think it'll look brighter outside. That was just a bit of fluff that I'd attached itself. It comes with a signature Coach hang tag, which if you've got a Coach store near you, you can actually get these personalised. I've got a few myself. You can also buy hang tags from them and they'll personalise them. So it's a lovely little small one with a kind of antique gold colouring on it as well, which is beautiful. If I look at the bottom, I should say the official colour is maple. It says on the bottom, original glove tanned leather. It's got feet, which is super important to me on a bag because I don't want to be putting a leather bag on the ground and not have at least feet to protect it from the ground. My first view is it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to start taking some of these bits off and get cracking. Feel free to fast forward this bit if it takes me a while. So let's get to show you what these handles look like. Now, what I'll say about this bag is I think it's going to get even more beautiful over time because the leather, with it being glove tan leather, I think it's going to soften a bit. It might get a bit of slouch depending on what you do with these side parts here, but we can play around with that. Hand holding size is absolutely fantastic. It also comes with the all-important crossbody strap, which is a must for me because I love being hands-free, especially if I'm using this to work. I'm going to have my rucksack on the back with my laptop, etc. There's no way a laptop fits in this. So anyway, on the inside, the crossbody strap. This is what I love about Coach. Everything has a little tag in it. Again, you'll see more of the antique kind of gold colour in here, which I think is beautiful. And I actually think that goes with the colour of this so well. These parts here, hopefully you can see, but they seem to be on with like a clip. So it looks like you can actually undo that and let that bulge out a bit. I'm just taking some more of this paper out. Quite a lot of paper. And even more. So, see it inside? That is quite a roomy bag. That's easily going to fit. Let's just try it out. These are mini handbag pillows, right? It's a good way to actually store this one too. Look, with my 2 handbag pillows inside, it actually sits beautifully. To me, this definitely has a look of the Margot, but it is nowhere near the price point of the Margot. This is an under £500 bag, which for something that looks like the Margot, but to me also has a bit of a look, I'm going to say it, of Hermes about it. Now, Hermes is one of those brands that, where do I start? I've been into an Hermes shop once. Well, it wasn't a shop, so to speak. It was a, what do you call them, like a concession, that's the word, a concession, and it was in Harrods, in London, obviously, because that's where Harrods is, over at Knightsbridge. I was in there on my 50th birthday because I had an appointment with Valentina at Fendi. I went into the Hermes concession store. Before I'd even barely got through the door, I was asked what I was there to see that day. Did I need an appointment? Now, just looking at it, there was about 5 men sat looking bored to tears already, waiting for the wives' shoe appointments. It's probably the smallest concession I've been in anywhere. Even concessions that we have for like Miu Miu and things in Glasgow are much bigger than that. I definitely felt inferior. I don't know if that was a deliberate act to make you feel inferior. Perhaps I hadn't walked in with enough Hermes items on to be considered someone who could spend money in there. Now, don't get me wrong, if I'd gone in and seen what I wanted to see and bought that day, I could have spent whatever. But you can't judge a book by its cover either, so that's probably more of a lesson for them than me. I definitely, I didn't feel the love in there as the love I would feel in, say, Coach or Fendi or Vivienne Westwood or kind of anywhere really. You know, it's yeah, it's just a strange one. The way I look at it is it's a store, you know. Yeah, you work in quite an exclusive store, that's okay. If you want to work there, you want to work there, but just treat me as a customer, like with a bit of respect. And also, if you work on commission, of like, you know, Pretty Woman type moment, just because I look like this doesn't mean I don't have a cotillion in the bank. Spoiler alert, I don't, but you know, big mistake, that's what she says, isn't it? So yeah, I wasn't impressed. It was my first and only time in. Maybe I was just in the wrong store on the wrong day, and I was probably just too excited to go to Fendi. Truth be told. Still trying to remove some of this plastic, but anyway, I've not got it all off, but if I do this, I'm going to put the bag on and let it go crossbody, because what I want to be able to show you guys is what it actually looks like, as in how far out it sticks, because it's not a thin bag, and I want to make sure that if I'm walking past people, I'm not going to knock them out with it, or they're not going to bang into me and damage my new bag immediately. So for me, that's an absolutely brilliant length. Great handles, don't dig in. Handles feel okay as well. It can definitely get some bag charms on it. Spoiler alert, one of my next videos will be an unboxing, hopefully from Coach. It should be here any day now, and it is a bag charm. I think they're starting to get on the bandwagon with those kind of items. What I should have also told you is not just those 2 bits, it's also got a middle zipped compartment as well, which is, God, there's even more paper in here. Good grief. So yeah, you can absolutely stick your phone, a Kindle, your wallet, whatever you need to in that part, get that zipped up. You could easily have a bottle of water in here, easily, if you risk that. Don't get me wrong, I'll be using some cologne on this. Living in Glasgow, it's highly likely it'll get wet and I want to weatherproof it as much as I possibly can, but for me, seeing this on Autumn Beckman's channel is where I seen this being unboxed the first time. It was love immediately, and it's actually my first Coach online order in about 3 years, so that just shows you how much it had to grab me to get that item. Now, I'll tell you the story about the other ones in another video, because I want to speak nicely about Coach right now, and that's not such a nice subject. But for me, marks out of 10, this is an absolute solid 9.5 for me. I'll give it a 10 maybe once I've used it a couple of times and see how it goes, but absolutely love the colour. Great colour for burgundy. From what I've read in fashion magazines and online, burgundy or Merlot, whatever you want to call it, is going to be the colour of autumn winter, along with some beautiful greys. And I think grey would go beautifully with that, along with black, because that against black would just make it pop so much. You can also see it popping against my pink and my purple, which I think is brilliant. If you put it next to my paley ass skin, you'll see it pop even more. So yeah, 9.5 out of 10 for this Coach. Keep up the good work. Do I want to buy the absolute massive hold-all version now? I'm going to try and refrain. Wish me luck with that one. But anyway, thanks to all of you for joining my channel today for my third YouTube video. I promise I'm not going to keep doing that. It's just that I'm completely brand new to this world, and it seems like a brand new place and somewhere lovely to be. So thank you to Autumn Beckman for inspiring me with this absolute beauty. I'm delighted to have it, and from what I know, there's a very limited stock of these bags online. It does come in other colours. I'm sure there's a black. I want to say there might be a navy. I might have got that wrong. But obviously different countries, you'll have different colours in as well. So, you know, for me, I'm happy with this Merlot. That's the colour I wanted. So thank you so much for making that an easy experience and a beautiful bag to unbox with these guys today. So other than that, I want to say thank you again. If you've liked my video, feel free to comment below. I'll try and answer as many comments as I physically can. And if you really enjoyed that and my others, please subscribe too. I will get a giveaway sorted for, I think, 500. Once I get to 500, that might take a while. I might do something before that. I might find something uniquely Scottish beforehand to send to someone as a subscriber. So yeah, thanks for that. Keep watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.